Welcome to Kathy's Hobby Corner.
Hey guys, I am out here readjusting some of the plants I potted in the 3 blue pots. So I'll let y'all see what I'm doing. We also need to water some of the things that we planted. We did some seeding of some collard greens. We need to check on the potatoes that we put in the ground and check on see if we see any evidence of the carrots coming up. Some of our other plants are blooming, like our carrot red bush plant. I showed y'all the trees and how they're doing right now. We also need to get our tomatoes out here within the next week. Our tomatoes, we can transfer. Our bell peppers, we can transfer if we can keep them alive until that time. May be able to move them out a little sooner, but we'll see. They said between the 21st and the 28th. So we may be able to do that. We're going to check on some of the other plants that we transplanted out here. We've got some collards, some more bok choy, some salad leaves. I think we're doing romaine lettuce this year. So y'all stick around, see what we're working on and see what it's doing. All right guys, so we are taking the pots off of some of these that we transplanted because I just feel like the roots need to be touching the soil directly. These pots are good. I mean, it does eventually break down into the soil, but I really wanted to make sure we don't lose anything in that process while we're waiting. So we're just gonna go ahead on and put these down into the ground. We're gonna add some regular soil here because these pots have loose soil in them that has a little sand, a little mulch, etc. So we're gonna, that is a broccoli. I'm gonna go ahead on and see if we can pull this out of its pot. Hopefully we won't lose too much of the plant in here. We still have a in here, a little pod. I've been opening up these pods, guys, because see, we didn't get a lot of extension, and that is upsetting, but I'm pulling that off. See those roots? I want to make sure they are getting some soil. All right, we're gonna put some more soil on this, and then we're going to, let's see, is this a pot? Yeah, here's a pot. We're going to take this one loose as well. I'm going to peel that pot off of there. I just feel like it would do better if it was closer to the soil. If we can keep it together, now see, this is another situation where I think that's why it was suffering. But anyway, live and you learn. Just be gentle as you pull them loose so that you keep up with your rooting. It has already come through there. I think these will do a lot better now. We're going to add some soil to this, some regular soil to this. I don't want to cover stuff up too much. Put this one over here. All right. I'll see if we can put this a little deeper into the soil. Okay, that's a little better. All right, let me get some more soil to add to this. Alright guys, so we're just adding a little soil in here. Hopefully it'll help some of the plants thrive a little better. We won't know till we give it some time to see. And some of these are doing better since we transplanted them in the soil as opposed to where they were. So we'll water them in and see what happens. All right, let's do this one here. Alright, some of the pots didn't transplant well. As you can see, the plant did not survive. But we got majority of them out here, and that's a good thing. And I do keep those pots, so anything, I'm always telling y'all, anything you can recycle, recycle. Okay. Yeah, we're going to take this one out of this pot. I think it'll do a little better out of the pot. And these I am breaking, but if I could have gotten it out without losing the pot, I would have kept the pot. But right now, okay, this is a pot. This is a pot. Okay. Now this one has a few roots coming out. We're gonna see if we can preserve as much as we can. But it is taking up the pot the way it's supposed to. I'm not sure if this had a, I think this also had a, what do you call it? A Jiffy Grow pot in here, but we're not gonna deal with that since we got roots all out here. Just put a little soil. All right, let's dig in. All right, got that down in the ground. And guys, these are pak choi. If you didn't know, also referred to as bok choy, depending on where you are in the country. Here's another one. You see, it's got a good amount of roots. I'm gonna try to preserve that. I really think they just need to be touching the soil. Might be a little traumatic, but hopefully not too traumatic. Yeah, I might leave that part. Like I said, we're going to water this in once we get this last one tucked in, because I like bok choy. have a whole lot of roots. It had a few roots, not a whole lot. Alright, let's see if we can... Sam, what's the matter? You need to chill out. Okay, guys. Alright, so let's finish up. I mean, these pots are good, but I probably should have put them a little deeper down into the soil. I don't think they're going to come out on their own because we've got a few roots down here. So let's just peel it off. Now see, we got plenty of roots going, and I think they'll like being directly put into the soil a little better. I believe this one is a collard green. It's looking a little weepy right now, but hopefully putting it directly into the soil will bring it back to life. This was a lettuce. It did not do well. Just reuse the dirt. This is a lettuce too, but I don't know. We'll see if we can save it. Save something anyway. Let's go ahead on and take it out of here. Yeah, see, it didn't have a lot of roots up because it's still in the pot. We're going to take it out, see if it'll thrive any better being put directly into the soil. Move that one. There's an extra one that did not take. Space and put this in. I'm going to take this out because this looks like it was supposed to be something. It didn't look like it did much of anything either. Another grow pod. We're not going to let that soil go to waste. Okay. Let's take this one out. This, I believe, is it's got a lot of roots. You see that? I might just leave the bottom intact and just remove the sides. Yeah, I think that'll be the, yeah, see, it's got some roots, and we don't want to mess too much with that ecosystem there inside that pot. I'll take this part loose. didn't work, guys. Some of it fell off, but we still got a lot of roots. Once these get watered in, I think they'll thrive a little better. I think they were struggling in those pots. So we'll see. Okay, we already moved this one into its own. Okay, these are actually romaine lettuce. Again, I'm going to leave the bottom and just take down the sides. Hope to get some really good romaine lettuce, and I got to plant some more too before it gets too hot. Mess with this part. Alright. And then here's another one. Still in the pot. Again, we're just going to peel off the pot. It's got some good roots going. I think I can peel the bottom off this one. It's not too bad. You know what? I'll move it along. Off the back end. Got some roots hanging on. Let's do this one. Ah! Sam, what's the matter? You got that whole cage to run around in. Nobody's bothering you. You should be good. All right, let's get some water and get this watered in.